So hi guys, welcome to our class. So we will start the lesson number 2, reshaping India's political map 1. Okay, so for like these videos only, like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, we will start lesson number 2 of history. Okay, so first we will start with the introduction. What? Start with introduction. So, the late medieval period in India witnessed the rule of the Turks and Afghans and the Mughals. It was also marked by the rise of several regional powers that rose between the 1206 to 1526, the age of the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, so in this, the important points are uh, the rule of Turks and Afghans and Mughals in what? In late medieval period. Yes, na. So now next point, we learn that uh, rise of several powers, regional powers, rise of several regional powers that rose between 1206 to 1526. This is important point. This can come in your exam. Yes, okay na. The age of the Delhi Sultanate. Age of the Delhi Sultanate. Okay. So now we will see the about Delhi Sultanate. Okay. So in Delhi Sultanate, there were the 5 dynasty. Which dynasty? 5. First was Slave dynasty, second Khalji dynasty, third Tughlaq dynasty, fourth Sayyid dynasty, fifth Lodi dynasty. Yes, na. So now we will learn that what is dynasty. Now we will learn that what is dynasty. Okay. सो डायनेस्टी क्या होती है ये बताऊंगा मैं. हाँ, तो देखो कि डायनेस्टी होती है कि ये एक किंगडम है. दिल्ली सल्तनत एक किंगडम है. दिल्ली सल्तनत एक किंगडम है और उस दिल्ली सल्तनत में 5 फैमिलियों ने राज किया एक एक बार. ठीक है. इस मतलब पहली थी स्लेव डायनेस्टी. मतलब पहले कौन सी थी? स्लेव फैमिली. पहली थी स्लेव फैमिली. ओके. सेकंड वॉज खलजी फैमिली. थर्ड वॉज तुगलक फैमिली. फोर्थ वॉज सैयद फैमिली. फिफ्थ वॉज लोधी फैमिली. दीज आर द फैमिलीज. इन दिस फैमिलीज देयर वेर मेनी किंग्स. यस ना. दैट वी विल लर्न इन दिस. The kings are in this. I will say that. Okay. So let me will see the who were the kings in their family. In slave family means slave dynasty, there was the first king Kutubuddin Ibak, second Ram Shah, third Shamsuddin Iltutmish, third Rukhan Uddin Firoz Shah, then Razia Sultan, then Nadiruddin Muhammad, then Ghaziauddin Balban, then Muhyiddin Kaikabad. Now we complete all the slave dynasty. Now we will go on Khalji dynasty. We will see who were the king in Khalji dynasty. There are only 5 king in the Khalji dynasty. First, Jalaluddin Firoz Khalji. Second, Alauddin Khilji. Third, Shahabuddin Omar. Fourth, Qutbuddin Mumrak Shah I. And last one is Khusrau Malik. Now Tughlaq dynasty. In Tughlaq dynasty, they are Ghaziauddin Tughlaq, Muhammad bin Tughlaq, Firoz Shah Tughlaq, Alauddin Sikandar Shah I, Nadiruddin Nusrat Shah, Nadiruddin Muhammad Shah II. In Sayyid dynasty, Khazir Khan Sayyid, Mumrak Shah Sayyid, Muhammad Shah Sayyid, Alauddin Alam Shah Sayyid. In Lodi dynasty there are only three: Bholul Lodi, Sikandar Lodi and Ibrahim Lodi. Okay. The dynasty want to remember in your mind, there is one trick, that is SKTSL. It is written here. SKTSL means Sleo Khalji Tughlaq Sayyid Lodi. Okay. Now next we will go. So, famous monument Qutub Minar. Famous monument Qutub Minar. It is built by Qutbuddin Ibak. Qutbuddin Ibak was in the Qamin slave dynasty and it is built by Dilli Sultanate. Okay. This is important point. The Qutub Minar is the most magnificent architectural masterpiece of Delhi Sultanate. This was the एक आर्किटेक्चर था दिल्ली सल्तनत का सबसे बड़ा फेमस था. Okay. There are about 379 steps leading to the top. इस कुतुब मीनार में कितने 371 सीढ़ियाँ हैं चढ़ने के लिए. यह कहाँ है? ठीक है. Oh, 1 minute. Now we will go on Alai Darwaza. Alai Darwaza. It is built by Alauddin Khilji. It is built by Khalji dynasty. Yes na? In Delhi Sultanate. Yes na? And it is made by red sandstone. This is made by red sandstone. Okay. From where we get this information? From a sources. We get this information from a sources. Our first source is court and chronicles written by accounts and officials. तो मतलब कि जो कोई भी दरबार में लिखता था वो एविडेंस हमें मिले. Biographies and autobiographies, life stories written by historical person. यही मैंने कहा था अभी. ट्रैवलर्स अकाउंट बाय रिटर्न ट्रैवलर, जिसका मार्को पोलो था, है ना. ब्रिटिश ने ट्रेड किया, मतलब इन्होंने सब कुछ बताया. ये भी अकाउंट वन टाइप ऑफ अकाउंट है हमारे इसमें. ठीक है. तो याद रखना कि बुक प्लस बुक, याद रखना कि बुक पर्सन traveler, book plus person plus traveler is a source of history. What it is a source of history. So in that travelers, Marco Polo were there, Ibn Battuta, yes, and many more. So see the some important points I bring. Okay. Marco Marco Polo visited India during the rule of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Marco Polo visited इंडिया मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक. मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक कौन सी डायनेस्टी में आता है? तुगलक डायनेस्टी, फोर्थ डायनेस्टी. विच डायनेस्टी? फोर्थ डी. ओके. Ibn Battuta wrote about his travels in India during the मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक. इबन बटूटा भी था उस टाइम. मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक के बारे में लिखा था. किसके बारे में? मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक. किसके बारे में लिखा था? मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक के बारे में लिखा था. मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक के बारे में लिखा था. हाँ, तो हसन निज़ामी, ज़ियाउद्दीन बरानी, शामसी सिराज अफीफ wrote important accounts of this period. उस टाइम में इन्होंने इम्पोर्टेंट अकाउंट्स लिखे थे. यस ना. इसने हसन निज़ामी, ज़ियाउद्दीन बरानी, शामसी सिराज अफीफ. These sources help us to understand the politics, administration, society and culture of the दिल्ली सल्तनत. यस ना. मतलब इसकी जगह हम हिस्ट्री भी लिख सकते हैं. इसकी जगह क्या लिख सकते हैं? हिस्ट्री या फिर पास्ट भी लिख सकते हैं. क्या लिख सकते हैं? पास्ट. वी हेल्प दिस सोर्सेस टू नो अबाउट अवर पास्ट. यस ना. अब देखिए हम who wrote what. ओके. तबकत नासिरी, मिहाजुद्दीन सिराज. तुगलकनामा ज़ियाउद्दीन बरानी. तारिक ई फिरोजशाही, शाम्स ई सिराज अफीफ. रिहला इबन बटूटा. Okay, you understand this? Now we'll go on second page. In second page we will learn about the Delhi Sultanate in detail. Okay. दिल्ली सल्तनत कितने साल तक रहा है? इसकी टाइमलाइन. इसकी टाइमलाइन क्या है? 1906 to 1852. अब आपको एक क्वेश्चन देता हूँ. इन्होंने कितने साल तक राज किया? 4 साल, 50 साल, 100 साल, 200 साल, 400 साल, ऐसे कितने साल तक राज किया? आपको ये क्वेश्चन है. ओके. तो लेट वी लर्न आवर फर्स्ट डायनेस्टी, दैट इज स्लेव डायनेस्टी. ओके. स्लेव डायनेस्टी की टाइमलाइन 1206 to 1920. The rulers of the slave dynasty called the slave और मुमलुक सुल्तान. देखो ये स्लेव डायनेस्टी है ना, इसको हम बोल सकते हैं मामलुक सुल्तान भी कह सकते हैं. ठीक है. The word slave was used because the founder of Qutbuddin Aibak was a slave of Muhammad Ghori. ये गोरी के स्लेव कौन थे? कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक. एक मिनट. ये एक गोरी है, इसका स्लेव कौन था? कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक। और ये स्लेव था, इसलिए इस डायनेस्टी को कहते हैं स्लेव डायनेस्टी। यस ना? आपने पृथ्वीराज रासौर मोहम्मद गोरी के बारे में सुना होगा। इसमें कुतुबुद्दीन ऐबक ने क्या किया, कैसे बना, आपको सब पता चलेगा। ठीक है। Then he was the Sultan of Ghor, present day Afghanistan. So he was the Sultan of Ghor. It is present day in Afghanistan. Yes, na? Our neighbor. He was trusted and was appointed the ruler of the Delhi Sultanate. Then Balban emerged as the most powerful Mumlak Sultan. बलबान कौन था? सबसे पावरफुल था। कौन था? बलबान पावरफुल in slave dynasty. Okay, then in the end, when the last ruler of the slave dynasty, Nasiruddin Kaikawad, was dethroned, Balban usurped the throne of Delhi and became the real ruler. After his throne passed into the hands of the Khalji rulers. Then it comes to इसके बाद कौन आया? खलजी डायनेस्टी, खलजी रूलर। Okay, the Khalji ruler ruled over 3 decades. They ruled over 3 decades. मतलब 1290 to 1320 means 3 decades. They expanded the Sultanate further. The first ruler was Jalaluddin Firoz Khalji. He was succeeded by his nephew and son-in-law Alauddin Khalji, who was very capable and a successful ruler. Alauddin Khalji was a successful ruler. So he decided to make his daughter Razia the Sultan. But Razia's rule was short but eventful. She proved to become a just ruler. She maintained law and order. Who maintained law and order? Razia. And lead the Sultanate army from the front. The Sultanate army get resources such as building roads, setting up postal station. The nobles, however, oppose her. Who opposed Razia Sultan? Nobles. Because they resented taking orders from a woman. मतलब उस टाइम वुमन को कोई दर्जा नहीं था, वुमन सबसे नीची थी। हाँ। Then the nobles got together and rebelled. Razia deposed in 1240 and died soon after. Okay. Then Razia Sultan come in slave dynasty. It is done because it was in one important point I reached in Khalji dynasty. Okay, sorry. Okay. In Khalji dynasty there were many rulers, but what is important that only I given this is because this is notes. I am not teaching in the note from textbook. Yes, no, some mistake can be done. Raja Sultan is in a slave dynasty. Okay, not in Khalji dynasty. But we will learn Khalji dynasty in detail. Jalaluddin Firoz Shah Khalji. Jalaluddin Firoz Shah Khalji, not a very powerful ruler, he adopted a lenient policy toward the Mongols and tried to maintain the relation with them. He succeeded by his nephew and son-in-law Alauddin Khalji. Alauddin Khalji 1296 to 1316. Alauddin Khalji was the most powerful ruler of the dynasty. He was very ambitious. After coming to power, he set the goal of establishing his empire. In the next 20 years that he ruled, he almost achieved his goal. Expansion of empire. Alauddin conquered the Gujarat. Alauddin Khalji conquered what? Gujarat. This Gujarat. Yes, na? In what? In 1299. In 1299. These gave him the control over the western seaports. Between 1301 to 1304, he captured the Rajasthan. Then he captured the Rajasthan. Captured the Rajasthan. When 1303. 1303. And conquered Ranthambore in 1301 and Chittor in 1303. Then in 1305 also organized a large army to southern. He trusted a general Malik Kafur. Malik Kafur defeated the Yajwas, Kaktiyas, Hasyas and Pandyas. He defeated the kings and allowed to rule, but they had to pay a tribute to Alauddin and acknowledge his authority. The southern kingdom fought bravely against the advancing Sultanate army. For instance, the Malik Kafur marched against the Hoylas kingdom in 1310 to 11. The Hoylas offered stiff resistance. The capital of the empire was shifted from Delhi to Devagiri, present-day Daulatabad, in Karnataka. Despite this, the empire could not be maintained after his death. He also grew precious metals, elephants, horses, and stones. What are the key points? In the time of Alauddin Khalji, he appointed the Tankas. In that time, they were using a Tankas. Yes, key points. Slave dynasty 1206 to 1920. Khalji dynasty 1292 1320. Important ruler of Khalji dynasty. Alauddin Khilji, capital shifted to Devagiri, means Daulatabad. Important facts and visual memory. Slave dynasty Qutbuddin Aibak, slave of Gori. Most powerful Mumlak Balban. First and only woman ruler Razia Sultan. Most powerful Khalji ruler Alauddin Khilji. Capital shifted to Devagiri. Kolkal Tankas issued by Alauddin Khalji. Yes. Razia Sultans come under the slave dynasty, not in Khalji dynasty. It is done by mistake only. Okay. One point remain about Alauddin Khalji, that is okay. Alauddin Khalji built a new fort at Siri to defend from Mongols invasion. Okay. a defender of Delhi against the Mongols and a great administration. तो पहले हम सिर्फ फुट के थोड़ा जानेंगे कि बुलवा अलाउद्दीन खिलजी to defend Delhi from Mongol invasion, whose Khan royal tank was constructed to supply water. Mongol raids and countermeasures. Mongol raids during Alauddin Khilji were the major threat. Countermeasure: new fort like Siri built at strategic location. The army was reorganized. Frontier provinces were placed under able commanders. The overwhelming strength of Malik Kafur's army forced the Hoyla's ruler Veer Balala III to submit. Economic reforms. Alauddin made important changes to the taxation system and introduced many economic reforms. It raised the land tax in the Doab region to one half the produce. So, what is meant by Doab that I will explain. Here. हाँ तो ये दो एक रिवर है. These both are one river. Take this Yamuna and take this Ganga. Between the Yamuna and Ganga, this region is that this is called Doab. This is a fertile land between the two rivers that is called a Doab. Yeah, okay. This is my Doab. Okay, na? Now we will go on next point. Land taxes were very harsh on the peasants but ensured a steady income. Peasants means farmers. Okay. Peasants paid revenue directly to the officials appointed by him. Means no middleman in present. Okay. A strict check and was kept on nobles. They were not allowed to collect any additional taxes. Okay. To keep a check on his officers, discourage corruption, and reduce the system of auditing their accounts. Auditing means हिसाब किताब. Okay. हाँ तो अलाउद्दीन खिलजी ने यह सब रूल क्यों डाले? क्योंकि उसको मेंटेन करनी थी. बिकॉज ही वांट टू मेंटेन large army at low cost because they want to maintain large army at a low cost. Okay, then We'll go to market policy. Market control policy. Market control policy. Aladdin implemented a market control policy. Why? To make essential items available at low cost for the army and common people. फूड ग्रेन शुगर कुकिंग ऑयल क्लॉथ एंड सो ऑन. ऐसा क्यों किया? जब सामान सस्ता रहेगा तो लोग कम कॉस्ट में खरीदेंगे और आर्मी भी लो कॉस्ट लेगी, उनका भी खर्चा हो जाएगा ना, इसलिए नो एडिशनल कॉइन्स और पैसा. वन इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स. He paid his soldier in cash. He started a branding tag house to stop the use of poor quality ones. A full description chair of each soldier was kept. Spices were posted in different parts of the empire. Result of reforms. More money was available to him. A strong and loyal army was maintained at low cost. The empire became strong and stable. Sultan was well informed about all development. Key takeaway. Alauddin Khilji was a great ruler and administrator. He defended Delhi against the Mongols effectively. His economic reforms helped in the strength of his empire. His strict policies ensured discipline and stability in the kingdom. Remember, strong army plus smart reforms is equals to strong empire. Okay. In short, key Alauddin Khilji built a city fort to defend Mongols' raid and expanded empire. Reform a taxation system, market control, and public benefit he see. Yes, na. Today's class is 8. Tomorrow again I will explain this lesson is not 8. Okay.